Ho, ho, ho! Merry freaking Christmas! This is the Gen Z Sanctum, and normally we say, what a wonderful Wednesday, but I'm going to clue you in on something. When you hear this, it'll actually be Wednesday. I got you there for a second. Anyway, Nathan's here. Say hello.
I don't know. What kind of an intro was
I don't
that?
know. It's probably about as good as the hello everybody. This is Nathan. Here he is.
He can't.
I can't say it now because I freaking hate.
Hello, everybody. This is Jen.
You can't say it either, bro.
Let me start over.
Okay. All right.
Hello, everybody. This is the Gen Z Sanctum. I'm your host today. Hey. All right. I will do it.
All right, do it again.
All right, one more time. Third time's the charm. It happens every time.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Gen Z Sanctum. This is another wonderful Wednesday. I'm your host today, Nathan, with my co-host, Nate. Hear you.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Hello,
Somewhere to
everybody.
be
This
or
is the
something?
Gen Z I tried to go faster, and it just sounds like gibberish.
All right, so
Hello, everybody.
all right, so anyway, guys,
It is indeed Christmas Day. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, ho ho ho.
You are not Santa Claus. Maybe put on a red suit and a white beard.
I'm wearing
and
a
then
red shirt and green pants.
That
How much
doesn't
more Christmas
matter.
can you get?
That doesn't matter.
Well, you're an elf, obviously. You are the
Wow.
elf. You stand way tall
I'm
in a room
taller
full of
than
normal
you.
people.
And
Exactly.
he's calling me an elf.
Exactly.
What is wrong with this guy?
You're elf. You're the tall guy in a room full of normal short people.
Apparently, I'm elf now, ladies
Yes.
and gentlemen.
Anyway, come look at me in the shower.
What
I mean,
the-
whoa,
what?
hold on a second. Like, you know, the scene from Elf. Like, you know, not anything weird. Like, the food bowl just poured out for the cat, and the cat was
He
like,
just poured out some
food, and just ran. Anyway.
Yeah, he knows the tingling is food.
Yes, well, anyway, weird intro aside, so, what is,
You were about to ask what
um,
today's topic was.
shut up. Anyway, no. Small talk, as we always start with. So,
Yes.
Nathan has an interesting small talk, hopefully, because if not, I'm going to kick him off the episode. No, I'm kidding.
Wow.
No. Go. What do you got first, Nathan?
Yeah.
Something Christmassy, hopefully. I don't know.
So, we have our new guy started, and it was,
Nice.
it's fun.
Nice.
I won't go into too much detail due to personal reasons and
Right,
business
yeah, of
reasons and
course.
stuff like that.
All right, so his address is... No. No.
All right, we're done.
All right. What was that, Nathan? He had too much of the nog, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry.
I'm Grandma. Grandma got rid of everybody.
Was that a reindeer? Oh, frick! Rudolph, I'm coming for you, Grandma.
Oh, you know it was really funny. So
What?
I was trying to play some Christmas music
Yeah.
through the stereo since it was Bluetooth, and they're like, "What the frick is this stuff?" I'm like, "What is
Christmas
wrong
music.
with you? It's the 23rd.
It's Christmas.
It's supposed to be Christmas time. Christmas music. What the heck is wrong with you?" And they're like, "Nah, we're gonna listen to this." I'm like, so then while the radio was on, guess what came out through the radio?
Christmas music.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Bruh.
And the first thing my boss says, "Nate, was that you?" I'm like,
Nope. Not this time.
"Nope."
That's just the normal radio. And you're going to deal with it, mother... No, okay, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm friggin'... Anyway, my small talk. I don't know. I was pushing the top back on the microphone just...
You're being very
Anyway.
personal with it.
No, but anyway, so what's my small talk? Well, my small talk would be I think I just called the mothership there for a second. Anyway, no. My small talk is
doesn't have small talk.
the frick did you just say, mother frick? Yeah. Anyway, so no, my small talk has to do with my chimney in my house. So little note aside. So basically, a couple months ago, we were like, okay, so, you know, winter's on its way. We had one of our first cold days back in, like, you know, September. And so we were like, hey, we're going to have an inspector come out and clean the creosote and stuff out of our chimney. We're going to, make sure that it's all up to code and stuff. So he cleaned it and inspected it and said, "Oh yeah, by the way, just a heads up, there's 2 cracks like up, in the middle somewhere." He stuck a camera down, he circled the place and was like, "Yeah, so there's like a crack here and a crack here. Not a big deal. The structure of the is not like compromised, but like you might like sparks or smoke might go through the crack and fill the attic." So you might want to get that fixed.
Yeah.
Anyway, see you later. So we had a couple of weeks later, we had a guy come out like, "Okay, so how much do you think you could fix this? It's two cracks. It's not like the structures, upset or anything. How much can you fix it?" Guy like sticks camera down, looks at it, and it's like, "All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna destroy the entire frickin' chimney to climb physically up in there to fix these cracks, and then put it all together. That'll be $8,000.
First of all, if you're turning down a chimney,
You're really far away from the microphone, by the way, so
just put a new one up.
which we can't afford to do right now, or for probably quite some time.
Yes.
So my mom was like, "There's got to be the cheaper. Like it's 2 cracks. Like you could like caulk it, gun it, like high temperature caulk or like
Yeah.
mortar or something into those cracks.
Something to
and,
just seal the cracks.
just for this year. Like when we've like saved up enough money, like next year maybe we can do something more permanent. But for this Christmas, we just need a fireplace to keep the house warm, so that we aren't paying enormous electricity bills for the furnace, which is pretty expensive actually. Because it's a both electric and gas furnace. The fan's electric and the heating is gas, so you have to pay for both.
Yeah.
Anyway, so and actually surprisingly, electricity is more than gas.
A lot more
A
than
lot
gas.
more than gas, which is good because the fireplace in our kitchen, the golden one, that's
Yeah.
purely just gas, and it actually warms things pretty good. The problem with it is it has a fan that is broken. So all the heat goes up. So when you like go stretch in the kitchen, your hands are hot because they're like near the ceiling, but everything else below that's cold. So if we had a fan in there that blew air downwards, we could possibly like get things to mix and it to be warm in
Yeah.
there. But so we had a guy come out earlier this morning, not this morning, this afternoon at about 2 p.m. on the 23rd, which is when we're recording this, by the way. So he was like, he came in and he was like, "All right, so he had an unmarked truck, not a logo for his company on his shirt." My mom was a little suspicious of him, honestly, and so was the dog. The dog like growled and barked at him the whole time he was there. And he went in and he was like, "Okay, so here's the." My mom was like, "Here's the thing. There's 2 cracks up in there. Here's what the other guy said. What do you think?" Doesn't get out a camera to look for himself, doesn't even peek inside the chimney, just looks at the other guy's estimate paper for 2 seconds. "Yep, that's about what we're going to have to do. Yep, exactly that. Yep. Can you like look?" "Nope, don't have to. It says it right here on this page. I'm not, we called you here for a second opinion." "Yeah, well, I agree with this one. Yep, that's what we're going to have to do." So, freaking, that'll be $100. So it was $100 for what the other person told us for free. And then he left.
Did your mom actually pay it?
Had to, yeah. She wasn't gonna press the issue with the guy and be like, "You didn't give me a second opinion, get out." Like that's not a thing. Well, it could be a thing, but she didn't really want to do that because that would have been causing hostilities that probably could just be avoided by shutting up and paying, I guess. But
True, but stupid.
yeah. But no, it was definitely stupid. So no fire on Christmas Day. Usually we get up and there's a nice roaring fire in the fireplace when we get up on Christmas morning. Those stockings are going to be hung on a cold fireplace. Oh, we did get our tree up though. We got our tree up in all the
I saw that.
decorations, Yeah.
I
So
quite like that.
Yeah, very fun. Got some lights outside on like a tree and like a couple on the like a couple little trees on the front porch and stuff. So yeah, very fun. That's my small talk. So speaking of Christmas, it is Christmas when you guys are hearing.
Yes, it is
So,
Christmas Day.
Indeed. Ho ho ho.
Stop saying ho ho ho. You're not Santa Claus.
I'm fat.
Wow.
So I could be
if everybody were fat, everybody's Santa Claus is what I'm hearing.
Average American citizen be Santa Claus. Now imagine Queso as Santa Claus.
Oh boy. Hey Queso. Don't break through the floor.
Kids go to sit on his lap. He's just a black hole. He sucks the kids in. There goes the kid. Up more. That was a light snack. Anyway.
Also, speaking of a black hole, this is going to be kind of like a rant.
A rant? Oh, okay.
So, I was
love talking
watching
about holes
Universe
that are black.
Sandbox by Markiplier.
Oh, yeah?
And he did an experiment on there. What if you were to put a black hole inside the Earth? What would that do?
Bad stuff.
And literally the Earth, all the water got pulled into the Earth.
Yeah.
So the Earth dried up, and as soon as the Earth dried up and started to flake, just instantly. Just all like, I was like...
Also, speaking of the Earth, you know what was just recently... This has nothing to do with Christmas. Another side rant... Well, actually, it might, because it has to do with the Bible, right? Okay, so this is kind of Christmas related. So, you know where it says in Genesis about the flood? Where it says... The earth opened and the water rose from the depths.
Yes.
Scientists just discovered that about like a couple hundred miles under the surface of the earth, there's a second ocean that is ginormous, that's full of water. So that makes sense.
You mean a couple miles or a couple hundred?
A couple 100 miles. So like it's in the mantle. It's way down there.
You can't even physically get that part of the earth.
Get there. But
so how do they know?
Seismic readings. So they were able to send sound waves down, and they found, water in a big ocean that's hundreds of miles underground. And, well, that confirms what the raining for 40 days and 40 nights isn't going to cover Mount Everest or the tallest mountains on Earth. But because the Bible says the earth cracked opened and water rose from the depths, that's I would be interested in, if you went down there into that ocean, to the bottom, I'd love to see the fossils that are down there.
Yeah, but you would also burn alive.
Well, not in the water, unfortunately. You wouldn't, because the underground ocean is surrounded by a thick, crystalline rock that actually keeps it, at a stable temperature.
Well, in order to get there, you have to go through the hot temperatures of the center of the Earth.
Well, not center. This is in the mantle, so this isn't the very center. This is.
Well, you're still getting fairly close.
You're still getting into the hundreds of degrees. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, imagine not only the fossils, but the things that are alive down there. If there are things alive down there, imagine the Kraken or a sea serpent or something down there, bro. It's a thing of legend.
The Kraken is real. What?
The Kraken is real. I'm gonna crack him over the head. All right.
Wow.
She cracked into my Kraken until. All right. Nah, I just stared awkwardly at Nathan. Anyway,
Anyway, rant over.
Christmas.
Yes, you guys are opening gifts right now.
Yeah, actually, I'm planning on releasing this episode at 8 a.m. on Christmas, so
nice.
You guys will have a little Christmas present from your two weird uncles that are unmarried that just stand in the corner of the room with a beer and watch everyone else do Christmas.
Bro, what is wrong with you?
I don't know. That's just how I imagine just the fat uncle that stands in the corner of a room with a beer and talks politics at Christmas dinner and literally does nothing. Is 40 years old. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. Nathan's the weird uncle who's working on Christmas Day on someone's car and shows up all dirty and everything. It's like, yo, what did I miss? Literally everything.
I came from working on somebody's car. What are we doing? You
missed everything.
You're covered in grease and you missed everything.
Sits down at the kitchen table for dinner in your oiled clothing.
That would be...
Anyway, so here's two things. One, Christmas, obviously. Second thing, last episode of the year.
Yes.
The next Wednesday will be the 2nd of January. I didn't see that one.
The next episode will be the 2nd of January.
Anyways, all of you out there with sensitive stomachs that just heard me go, are just now going, stop. I don't know. I just
Wow.
saw a bunch of those videos on Instagram where they will go up to someone who's sensitive and just like, hey, honey, yeah? Stop. So funny. Anyway, so I wanted to do two things. I wanted to do something Christmas related, and I wanted to go over our best and funniest moments of the year, and just talk about what we liked. So this was a full year, honestly.
Yes.
I was just going back over I was cleaning up the playlist on YouTube of the thing, because you know what YouTube stupidly has done to some of the episodes?
What?
They upload them. It uploads to YouTube, they forget it exists, and they try again. So there were like triplicates of some episodes where you had the episode uploaded 3 times into the playlist.
So YouTube, even though it's posted, they're like, oh, shoot. It must have not posted. Post it again.
I get emails all the time that said, hey, your podcast that's in this 8th season? Yeah, well, season 3, episode 1 failed to upload. We're uploading it again. I go check on it. There's 5 episodes. There's 5 versions of that already uploaded. I'm like, you don't need to upload it again. Stop. But the RSS feed doesn't fit with YouTube very well, apparently, so it'll do it again if it thinks it failed the first time.
Well, that's funny.
So
that
annoying.
Like 5 episodes.
Like, we're on the 96th episode. Like, this would be the 96th or 97th episode.
Yeah.
I went to the playlist, and it said 128 episodes were in this. I was like, we don't have that many episodes, bro. What happened?
And then you go and see all the duplicates. Huh?
Season 5, episode 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. Why are there so many? It's the same thing, just 3 times, and there are like views scattered across all of them. So like one has 27, one has 8, one has 7, and it's like so I basically just went through and deleted all with the lowest views and kept the episodes with the highest view count.
Yep.
And you know what? One of the biggest episodes that was watched this year was
What?
the Frick Larry episode. Had 139 views on YouTube.
Larry.
Such a good episode, though, and it's hard to believe because that was in May of this year, I think. May or June. Anyway, it's been a while. Forgive me, I forget. Anyway, so
We all forget.
yeah, that was this year. And also this year was the rise of Gary. Do you remember?
Gary.
We told our stories and be like, you know that dark figure in the corner? Oh yeah, that's Gary. Yo, he's chill. Anyway.
Gary.
Oh, Braden, I forgot about this. Remember, this was also the year that Braden told his story about being afraid of mini golf. Do you remember that story? I had to re-listen to it because I was like scrolling through the episodes, working on them, and I saw Nathan, episode something, season something, Braden afraid of mini golf. Like, oh, let me re-listen to this.
Yeah, you gotta re-listen to this.
Yeah,
What the heck?
Honestly, I'm gonna probably at some point want to or have to re-listen to older episodes because like I genuinely forget some of the older ones. Now, obviously, the first season was the roughest because do you remember the first season last year? What trying to do that was like?
Horrible.
The first like 3 episodes were Wednesdays when we had school, or no, not school. You had college or something, or work at
Something.
Chick-fil-A.
I don't remember.
And I had something going on, and so like we missed 3 Wednesdays in a row. So I recorded by myself the first 3 episodes, and then you finally joined.
Yep.
And so we didn't start together, and so it was kind of weird. Anyway, oh yeah, and then this was also the year of the Dream House series that we did.
Yes.
Very fun. It was also the year that we did the countries, which we might go back to next year if we run out of, topic. We'll go back to like picking houses in different countries and stuff because we still had a lot of those to go. So
Wow.
I don't know. So, yeah, that's cool. End of the year review. Very nice. Watched the Spotify Wrapped for the podcast, and it was very interesting. I don't remember what it said the top podcast episode was, but yep. So anyway, we're gonna move on to Christmas because that's obviously what we want to
Yes.
focus our main things on. So, Nathan, tell me a little bit about like some it's difficult for me to remember Christmases like right off the bat, but like tell me some some of your favorite Christmas stuff, like Christmas morning memories that you can think of.
Oh, there are a few favorite moments.
All right,
I will
time's up.
say. Wow. Keep interrupting me.
Wow. Anyway, sorry.
Anyway, so it's been getting a little bit more like Christmas as a kid was just magical
Yeah.
because you wouldn't sleep.
No.
You'd be way too hyper. You try to do
Yeah.
everything to get yourself tired. And then by the time like you probably woke up at like 5, 6 in the morning and you just keep looking back and forth at the clock. And then
Time to get up.
as soon as it turns 7:59 to 8 o'clock,
Yeah.
you just jump out of bed. You run into the parents'
You
bedroom.
waited till 8 o'clock?
Yes.
Bro, I was up there.
That is the rule.
That was the rule in your house. Our house was waiting until the sun came up. So that became a problem because in wintertime the sun doesn't come up until well after 9 o'clock. That was the rule in our household for me. Like I had to wait to my mom was like, "Don't get up out of your bed and leave your bedroom until you see the sun through your curtains." That was the rule in our house.
Wow.
Christmas morning, brick that rule. I was getting up at like 7:30 or something and walking down the hallway and getting my parents, and my sister would come stumbling out of her bedroom, and then what we would have to do is wait because we couldn't go in because the hallway doors used to not be glass. You couldn't see through them or whatever. They used to be slits, so you couldn't see in. So my mom was like, "All right, so you can't go in yet. Stay here by the doors. I'll let you know when you can come in." So she would probably go in.
Wow, this is a professional podcast.
Sorry. Anyway, she'd go in and she would basically just I suppose like make sure the fire's going and make sure like last minute present things. And then finally she would be like, "All right, you can come on in." And then like me and my sister would push the doors open and the fire would be going. There would be presents, the tree, there would be, and everything. The one really sad thing about Christmas is that none of our dogs were ever involved. Like growing up, Daisy was never like allowed to come in and have Christmas with us.
How come?
Because she ate her poop and just rolled in it and stuff, so she couldn't leave her crate like in the laundry room area. Unfortunately.
So, did your parents get Daisy before you were like
before I was born? They got Daisy for my sister about like a year or something before I was born. So, yes. Oh, no, I should empty this.
Wow, will you stop burp?
No. Anyway. So yeah, and then we did that for a couple of years, and then things started. Yeah, like as you said, like when you're a child, the magic of Christmas is really.
But
there,
I mean, you still Christmas morning. You're like of course now it's like a little Christmas morning.
now you're like, what's today? Wednesday. This is it's the 25th of December. Let's go. You forget. You forget almost. Have you ever had a Christmas where you forgot? You woke up and you're like, "Oh, what is today? Christmas? What the frick?"
Like my brain has to like process it for a second, but I'm like,
"It's Christmas."
And then you try and run downstairs, and then my mom will say, "No, we gotta wait. All of us have to be at the top of the stairs for all of us to go down."
You trip Ryan on your way down. Ryan goes falling down the stairs.
No, me first.
You go down the stairs. Tonight, an unsolved mystery. Find out.
Who gives a frick about Bigfoot?
Anyway.
Update.
Apparently no one gives a frick, so frickin'. Anyway, that was funny. Real ones will get that reference. Anyway,
Yes.
yeah. So, tell us more.
So, I already kind of explained
Yeah.
this the last podcast, but we'll wait for everybody to wake up. Everybody needs to be at the top of the stairs in order for all of us to go down the stairs.
Yep.
Sometimes Mom will go down there and change up gifts. You know, just prep everything, make everything look pretty.
Nice.
Because the way my mom will do it, she will number each gift. She wants, I don't know how she decides. I want this one first, this one, that one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Here's what my mom would do. My mom would color code. So she'd say every present with a green bow on it is Tori's, and every present with a red bow is yours, and the ones with the white bow are for the family, like everyone. What is how we would used to do it. Sometimes the color would change from year to year, but that's kind of how.
That is still kind of cool. Instead of making name tags, you're like bow. Yeah. You're looking for a bow.
Look
color.
for the bow color, and that's yours.
So cool. I know things have changed for you for Christmas, but when did they start changing?
Well, they started changing probably when I got to be a teenager. So about like 12 to 13.
Wow.
Expectations changed. So like 12, you're still a kid when you're 12. 13, you're a teenager all of a sudden. So the expectations are a little higher for you because like as a teenager, your gifts are not going to be, so much toys. They're going to be more important.
Yeah.
Sort of. I think at 13, I got my first pair of socks as a gift.
Yep.
So, or first pack of underwear or something like that. And you're like, yep, this is adult Christmas. This is no more gifts of just toys and games and stuff. Just, hey, underwear. So, yeah. And then it sort of slowly declined from there until the first Christmas my sister didn't come home. It was just me and my mom and dad. I think when she went to Christmas, she went to college. I think that first Christmas she stayed down south in Kentucky where her college is and didn't come home for Christmas.
She just didn't want to.
Or she couldn't. We couldn't go to, because we had to go down there and get her and bring her back because she didn't have a car and she couldn't drive. So I think at the time we physically couldn't, but we could go down a couple of days later for our family Christmas on my mom's side and pick her up and bring her to that Christmas. So we saw her then. But then, and then just things declined from there. Daisy died, so she wasn't there. We got, Buddy and we got Addie Mae. Actually, now that I think about it, this will be a Christmas without Addie Mae.
And how long did you have her for?
At least since 2020 or 2021. So about 2 or 3 Christmases. She would hop up and lay right next to you and look at you, and then when you were opening gifts and something landed hard on the couch, she would get up and be like, "What the frick was that?" And then, let me sniff it. Oh, it's okay. Let me lie you back down. And then she would just go back to where she was doing.
She was antsy.
Yeah. She would look around and why are everyone gathered together? This is weird. Normally I'm just with one person, Everyone else is doing their own thing. What is this? So, anyway. What do you do? What?
Somebody would like to say hello.
Oh. Yo, we got a
there we go.
Guest on the podcast.
The kitty cat.
Yeah, so tell me about your Christmases, kitty cat. Oh, okay, very cool. So, what was your favorite gift? Oh, I get it. Okay, cool. Do you have anything to say to Nathan about Christmas? Oh, okay. So he said you were son of a bit. Okay, I'm sorry. No, you. Oh, okay.
All right, you're good to go now, buddy.
Yeah. Surprise guest, everyone.
And now he hates me.
And he just walked out of the room like, frick, you're picking me up. Anyway. So, yeah, and now Christmases are barely any presents under the tree. My sister will be driving home Christmas morning, so she'll be home by Christmas afternoon. So we won't have Christmas morning with her.
Yeah, she
And
does not want to come home Christmas Eve.
she's doing Christmas Eve mass on Christmas
Oh.
down in her area, and then coming up with her roommate to, yeah.
What was that supposed to be? She coming up with her because her roommate wants to come.
Her roommate has family in the city, so instead of my sister driving herself up, she's going to be riding with her roommate.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. Anyway.
Nice.
Yeah, but then Christmas just came about. You wake up, you have that extremely high expectation of having another magical Christmas because what you remember, and then it doesn't live up to that, and so you kind of get depressed later into Christmas afternoon. Which Mom really seems to hate the fact that I always like waking up on Christmas morning like, yes, let's have a Christmas morning, and then like I'm like, oh, so many people aren't here, so many things are not here. Dang it. And then she's like, why are your expectations so high? And I'm like, it's freaking Christmas. Anyway, so yeah, I have no idea what we're doing for Christmas this year. I will know by the time this episode comes out, though, what we're doing, because it'll be, yep,
Christmas morning.
I
mean, I know step number 1 is going to be wake up and get this posted, unless you're going to schedule it.
Oh, I'm going to schedule post it tonight, just so I don't forget.
Nice.
Because no. So okay. So stockings. Let's talk a little bit about stockings.
Stockings, yes, a very important part of Christmas tradition. Did
your family like do stockings first before presents?
Yes, stockings are always first.
So what are like some of the things that you would find stuffed into your stocking?
So so way back in the day, and I still have it.
Ooh.
I got a cup in my stocking when I was like 6 or 7. A cup with my name on it.
Ooh.
And I was told growing up, Santa custom made this in his shop.
Oh, Santa custom made this. Yes. I think actually it was probably made by La Santa in freaking China somewhere. I don't know. Freaking.
But
yeah.
I ended up getting that. I ended up sometimes getting toothbrushes, toiletries, but I would get
kind of depressing.
Candy. Yeah. I would get like small little things, stocking stuffers. Like
gift cards at all?
No, not really. Gift cards would usually be with the bigger gifts underneath the tree.
My mom would stick like Chick-fil-A gift cards or whatever in the stocking.
But
did you ever get like apples or like oranges that she'd stick in there?
But she would always like to do. My mom would always like to do Pop-Tarts.
Oh. Okay.
So we kind of like when we went downstairs, we kind of like to browse around, just look. But then we see so many things that couldn't fit in the stocking, so we're like, I shouldn't be looking. So we kind of like duck our eyes down, like floor, ceiling. Wow, that's so clean. I didn't notice.
Oh yes, the floor here is made out of floor.
But stocking.
Yeah.
The first thing we do when we go downstairs is get breakfast, because breakfast is pre-made.
Okay. What is a typical Christmas?
It is going to be
breakfast?
Coffee cake, which is coffee cake with quiche. You know what quiche is?
I think so. It's like an egg.
So coffee cake and quiche. We have had that breakfast for Christmas for as long as I can remember.
Nice.
That has been because we don't get coffee cake outside of Christmas, so it's a treat.
I feel like you could now you could probably go to Walmart and buy coffee cake at any point.
It is such a stuck tradition. It feels wrong.
Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah.
Like even the movie Polar Express.
Yeah.
It is a tradition to watch it the evening of Thanksgiving after we've all eaten dinner, everybody sits down. So it feels so weird
to watch it any other time.
Like if I watch it any other time, like with maybe somebody else, I'm like, I can't watch it. I can't watch
the soulless animated eyes of these characters from 30 years ago.
But there are just some traditions that are like so stuck you can't change them, or
That's
it just
true.
feels wrong.
I used to, on Christmas morning, we would stockings, breakfast, then presents is kind of what we do, or read some out of the Bible, or leave and go to a Christmas morning service, and then come back and do presents.
Yeah.
So
So my thing with a Christmas morning service, it
Yeah.
feels wrong because
okay,
I feel like everybody should be at home. I
True.
understand a Christmas Eve service or a
true.
Christmas morning service is nice.
Yeah.
But you want to be home with kids,
That's true.
family, stuff like that.
You know what we noticed on the
What?
last couple? I don't remember exactly what was said, but the last couple of Christmas Day services that we used to go to at College Park when I was young, the sanctuary was barren. There was barely anyone there.
You wonder why.
Yeah, everyone was home. Also, everyone was like, College Park, frick you, and just stopped coming. In fact, they built, that whole giant sanctuary that they built later on.
Yeah.
No, they've never filled it. All of their upper seats they just keep closed during Christmas or during any time of the year because it's never full. They can never fill that new sanctuary.
Wow.
I think they jumped the gun a little bit when it came to building it that big. But
I mean, it was before everybody left. It was full every single Sunday for
Yeah.
each service.
it was full a couple of times. But there would always be like one section that they'd rope off that would be empty. Now it was like it's just the floor section, not the back sections. I don't even know what it looks like now. I can't begin to imagine.
I don't know.
Also, I
have
don't
heard-
freaking care.
I have heard that they went down to 2 services, so they're filling the sanctuary up completely, but now
Okay.
they're doing 2 services instead of 3.
Okay. I'm sorry. I think you're confusing me with somebody who gives a frick. Anyway.
You asked.
I'm sorry. Anyway, Christmas.
Ranting on a church that we don't go to. Christmas morning.
Yes. Christmas morning.
So breakfast goes in the oven.
Yep.
But
Did
then
you ever like warm up your Pop-Tarts with breakfast when you
No.
No. Okay.
No, because coffee cake, quiche,
Right.
only
Yeah.
getting that
Right.
once a year.
Yeah.
Pop-Tarts last on my list.
Okay.
So, and Christmas this year is not going to be all 5 of us. It's going to be 8.
Okay.
So,
Because
a considerable increase
because
in size.
the wife and Caleb and
Yeah.
whoever is coming. Nice. That's fun. Watch them cancel this time like they did with the lights. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you out like that, Caleb, but you don't listen to this podcast anyway, so I can freaking say what I want to. All right.
He was sick.
I know. I was sick and tired of his bull. Okay. All right. I'm done with that. I'm sorry, Caleb. If you do listen to this, I love you. Give me a kiss. I mean, what? You're married now. I'll kiss your wife.
But-
What?
Yeah. Christmas this year is going to be
Yes.
a heck of a lot different than we're used to because
So, like now, when you wake up, you're going to be waking up here. So there's going to be no coffee, cake, or quiche.
No, we sleep in my parents' house.
Oh, you're
we
gonna be
stay
s-
overnight Christmas Eve.
Oh, okay.
No, we do not come back here.
Dang. Okay, that's interesting. So you're not going to be here for Christmas. Hey, robbers, you know what that means?
Wow.
All the video games and
Nathaniel,
computers.
shut up!
Yo, hey, robbers, there's a expensive computer and stuff.
Nathaniel.
Shut the frick up. Hey, yo, gut. Nah. But I'm just saying, like, that probably happens to some people who are away on Christmas morning. The people will just take the opportunity to be like, yo, let me break in this person's house.
Stay the frick out of my apartment. I will find you.
He's not going to be here on Christmas morning, so you can do what you want. All right, I'll stay.
Wow, shut.
But you can rob him. All right. Anyway.
I will kick your balls.
Yes, Daddy.
You are sitting with your legs open, and all I got to do is just.
Yeah, well, if you did that, I would. Never mind. Anyway, the look Nathan just gave me when I mouthed what is it on camera? You just. All right, so Christmas morning, so you've had breakfast, you get into presents.
Yep. We get into presents. We do one person at a time.
Okay.
Typically, it's age discretion. So oldest to youngest, youngest to oldest. We've started
Dumbest
something
to
doing the
smartest.
middle to youngest to oldest, so it's kind of like this
Okay.
kind of a circle instead of just like
Cool.
that. I don't know what we're gonna do this year.
Dumbest to smartest.
Who's the dumbest here? Who's the smartest here? Me. Everybody raises.
Who's the dumbest here? I don't know, but her name starts with M. Anyway. All right, I'll stop.
Wow.
Macho Man? No, shut up. No, I'm kidding. Anyway,
Mega Man.
Mega Mind just shows up. Yo, what's up, everybody? No.
You're the dumbest person ever. Huh?
Oh, but I got a big brain.
What the frick did I do to deserve that? Everything.
Oh, okay.
Uh...
So one last thing. Do you remember, besides the cup, do you remember any other like presents that you've gotten for Christmas?
Not really off the top of my head. If I went digging and thinking about it, I probably could, but not at this point in time. Could you remember some?
Honestly, I'm trying to remember myself because we got, well, one Christmas I know we got a cast iron set for whatever reason, and we still have the cast iron skillet that we use occasionally that sits in our oven.
You need a cast iron skillet.
For some reason, we got that and was like, yeah, hey, here's cast iron cookware for Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Cookmas. I don't know. But other than that, Christmas presents, honestly, I probably somewhere there are some of my presents still hanging around. Most of them, though, have been probably sold or given away, like when I became older and don't play with, little things anymore.
Yeah.
So that's, but that's fine because this year is a year that probably won't get very many presents, but I'm hoping that the stockings will have, like, here. Okay, so I made my Christmas list for the family Christmas on my mom's side.
Yeah.
And I put on the list either like Hershey's, like the peppermint Hershey's Kisses, like a bag of that, or they do a peppermint bark bells. Did you know that?
I did not.
So they're little like kisses, but they're in a bell shape. The flat bottom part of the bell is normal milk chocolate, and then the top part is the mint chocolate, like the red white stripe, or the red red stripe. And then it was something like a TV show box, like DVD box set, and then I think there was like a Domino's or Papa John's gift card or something that I threw in there just because. So yeah, we'll see which of those they choose to get me. I don't know.
Nice.
But yeah, very useful. So
Domino's gift card, everybody. He likes pizza.
Anyway, so he's not wrong though. Anyway, so yeah. He will have pizza at his apartment when he's not here, so you won't find that when you break in. Anyway, so
Slap!
Anyway, I think that's all we got for Christmas. So
I think so. So have a merry Christmas, everybody, and
And a
enjoy
Happy
opening
New
your
Year,
gifts and
of
spending
course.
time with family.
Yes, and a Happy New Year because they won't see us until next year. So
True. So we
True.
can say on the next episode, guys, we haven't seen you since last
It's
year.
been a whole year since we recorded an episode. All right, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everybody.